Let's go.
Welcome to the Boom Boom Room Podcast. Here are your hosts, Jonfern and Vargy.
Welcome, Pussy Lickers, to the Boom Boom Room Podcast. My name is Jonfern, and this here is Vargy.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
Welcome to week 5. Week 4 is in the books. And man, I gotta tell you, week 4 was not good to me, man. Rams lost. My fantasy teams lost in both leagues. I lost Javonte Williams in my keeper league, and it was just bad news all around.
Really? Now, before we start, it's come to my attention that people's feelings are being hurt on this show because of comments we're making. You know what I have to say about that? I don't care. This is my fucking show, and I'm gonna say what I want and when I want. That's if you don't like it, then you can leave. People are too soft right now. It's a problem with America right now. Everybody's soft. So if you don't like it, then don't watch it. I don't care if we're losing viewers.
Well, those of you who are going to stay for this episode today's episode, we're going to recap the NFL matchup. We're going to talk about the injuries that happened around the NFL in week 4. We're going to recap our fantasy matchups in our league. We're going to announce the alpha of the week.
Yeah.
We're going to do the waiver wire recap, and we're going to look at the week 5 look ahead. And we're actually going to try a new segment today for the first time, and I'm really excited for it. So stay tuned for that. So with that, we're going to look at the recap of the... Whoops. Ah, man.
Come on.
Sorry about that. This is the week 4 recap of the NFL matchup. So let's talk about first the Eagles versus the Jags. The Eagles scored 29 points. The Jags scored 21 points. And Jalen Hurts, didn't look good in this matchup. He didn't score. He didn't score, just like you on Saturday night.
I didn't score on Saturday night.
He did not score. But you know who did score? Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders looked good.
Oh, yeah.
He had 134 yards and 2 titties.
Set of titties right there. Good set of tits.
Good set of tits. He had 2 titties. He's going to be a solid RB2 looking like the rest of the season. But for the Jags, T-Law, he had 4 fumbles. 4 lost fumbles on Saturday, and that really hurt me in my matchup. I started him, and that really hurt.
Yeah, you gotta grip it high and tight. Gotta grip it, and then that rain didn't help. When it helps, you gotta just grip the fucking football.
Yep. Running backs James Robinson and Travis Etienne. James Robinson only had 29 yards. Travis Etienne had 32 yards. What do you make about this situation?
It's just a bad situation, man. Just overall, it's a bad situation. You got 2 guys. Either one of them's gonna get the carries. It's just not a good situation, man. It's not a good situation.
On to our next matchup, the Vikings versus the Saints. Vikings scored 28, the Saints scored 25. Kirk Cousins, he was Kirk Cousins in this matchup. He's not
Mr. Average. He's Mr. Average.
Not going to win you the matchup, not going to lose you the matchup. 273 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But one guy who can win you the matchup, Justin Jefferson. This guy, 10 catches, 13 targets, for 147 yards and a rushing touchdown. And this guy,
he went off. I actually played against him, and I know he was in London. I was watching the whole game in the morning. I woke up early, and because I didn't get it on Saturday night, so I woke up early. On Sunday morning, I saw the whole game, and he went off. I was pissed off because he was on fire. He got I think the guy I was playing got him like 35 points or something like that. He went off for him.
Yep. A guy who did not go off on Saturday, Dalvin Cook. He only had 76 yards rushing on 20 carries. This is his 4th straight game where he has not scored more than 13 points. What do you make of Dalvin Cook? I mean, you can't feel good.
Well, Jonathan, he still had his 20 carries, so he got even with that dislocated shoulder, it didn't affect his carries. He just didn't have that big run that you're looking for in your running back. And Alexander Massick had just vultured that touchdown. So he didn't get any. He just had, unlucky day.
Unlucky.
But I'm sure, he'll be fine. He got his carries. Just an unlucky day.
So for the Saints, Alvin Kamara was out. Jameis Winston is out. For the Saints offense, nobody really had a good, outstanding day. Chris Olave hauled in 4 catches for 67 yards and 1 touchdown. This rookie's looking very impressive this year early on. He's leading the league in air yards. He's averaging 11 targets a game over the last 3 games. What do you think about Chris Olave?
He's a stud. Right now, he's my leading candidate for Rookie of the Year right now, for Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's a stud. Let's see if we keep it up.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. Next matchup here are the Rams versus the Niners. Man, my Rams are a mess, dude.
Yeah.
Only Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee are really the most fantasy relevant people you can rely on. Cooper Kupp, 14 catches. Tyler Higbee, 10 catches. Stafford just looks
Well, let me
bad.
tell you something, Jonathan.
Bad.
I mean, I think Stafford still has that Super Bowl hangover right now, you know? And the Niners are just firing on all cylinders right now. They're just running smooth. Just like Juan Soto's Nissan Altima. It's firing on all cylinders. It's very reliable. Just like Jimmy G, dude. Jimmy G's got it right now. He's got everything set. They're firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, Debo had
Debo.
6
That
catches.
defense, you know, we got the next Troy Polamalu on our team.
Yeah,
you know,
I saw
we're
that.
just fire.
Yeah.
It's a fun team, exciting team to watch.
Yeah, Debo had 6 catches, 115 yards, 1 touchdown. Looked amazing,
Yes.
that touchdown run. Jeff Wilson was the bell cow for this team. 18 carries, 74 yards, 1 touchdown. Nobody else had more than 1 carry on that team. I think only Kyle Juszczyk had 1 carry.
Yeah.
So Jeff Wilson Jr., my guy. My name is Jeff.
Jeff, so you're going to have your Rams snap out of that Super Bowl hangover for not
Yeah, you know, hangovers at this age, you know, they last a while.
Last a while, yeah.
So we'll
cheers
see.
to that.
Oh.
For the Niners' victory. This is a cheers for the Niners' victory. All right.
Other victories, Raiders. The Raiders versus the
Congratulations,
Broncos.
Raiders.
Congratulations.
That's pretty awesome.
The Raiders, Josh Jacobs, he really stole the show. 28 carries, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 catches.
Now-
This guy.
Now, you guys,
Went
all
off.
you Raider fans, you guys all wrote off Josh Jacobs. I don't know why. He's an Alabama back, a Bama back, and all you guys know who know football, Bama backs are studs. They're gonna carry your team. I've always been a fan of Josh Jacobs. Any Bama back, Crimson Tide, you know.
Yeah, they're good.
You gotta put some respect on that name, guys. You guys are just writing him off too soon. Put some respect on that.
And for the Broncos, Russell Wilson, he kind of started to cook this weekend. You know, I think maybe he didn't cook, but maybe he was prepping the food to start cooking.
He's prepping.
He had 2 touchdowns through the air. He had 1 touchdown on the ground, so he showed his legs. 33.85 yards for Russell Wilson. If he can start getting this figured out in this Broncos offense, he can start making things happen.
Yeah.
One big news out of this game, some big news out of this game were the injuries, and which is going to carry us over to the next segment, which are some of the injuries around the NFL. Javonte Williams for the Broncos suffered an ACL. He's done for the season.
Javonte Dunn?
Javon Dunn. So, this leaves Mike Boone and Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon's a guy.
Melvin Gordon, he could step up and be the guy, but he's fumbled 4 times.
Again, like I say, you gotta hold it high and tight. High and tight, baby. High and tight. You
Take
gotta
some
go high and
pointers.
tight.
Melvin, if you're listening, take
High
some
and
pointers.
tight, baby. High and tight.
Vargy knows how to hold a football. Cordarrelle Patterson suffered a knee injury for the Falcons. He's been on the IR. We don't know much details about this. All we know is a knee injury, and he's on the IR.
That's just not a good situation. Again, that's just not. I know about knee injuries. I suffered one back in 2011.
2011, the great.
And I still have not recovered from that knee injury. That's what I'm saying. It's just not a good situation.
The great flag football game
the
of
great flag
2011
football of 2011
versus the Clovis East guys. I still remember that to this day.
Oh yeah.
Jonathan Taylor injures his ankle. And with the short week coming up, it's very questionable if he's going to play or not.
I mean, he's an Iron Man. if anything, he'll be out a week, but I know that medical staff is going to do everything they can to get him ready. And if he can play, he's going to play. But I don't see him out too long.
Jamison Crowder for the Bills. Jamison
cares? No one gives a fuck about Jamison Crowder. Go next.
So that's it for the injuries around the league. Next here is the revolutionary So we're going to go over the Week 4 matchups, and we're going to cover up what happened during the Week 4 matchups. First matchup here, myself
Jay versus Matt. Now, that matchup was what you call an old-fashioned titty fuck right there. Jay scored 99. Matt was at 156. I call that a titty fuck right there. Jay, you failed to reach 100 threshold, and that's not good at all.
It's not a good situation.
It's not a good situation again. Josh Jacobs for Matt. Josh Jacobs killer for you. Niners D. That Niners D. Studs all around that Niners D. I know you're a fan, Matt. I know you love that Niners D.
Yeah, and
they just killed it, Jay, figure something out.
I still like my team, dude. I still like my team.
Oh, you like your team.
I got a couple of trades in the works.
You heard it here, guys.
We got some trades in the works, so we're gonna make some moves, and I think we're gonna be at the end of the season. We're gonna be at the top of the ranking. So don't count me out just yet.
Don't count Jay out yet. You heard it first.
And next up is the BBR Game of the Week. We had Vargy. Last week,
not this week. Last week.
Last week's BBR Game of the Week, it was Vargy versus Vincent. Vargy, you scored 132. Vincent scored 142. Lamar Jackson, he just didn't do much for Vincent, but Justin Jefferson stepped up.
Yeah.
And he got 32 points. CeeDee Lamb stepped up and got 31 points. Now, Vargy, you had the personnel on your roster to pull out this victory, but I guess you just took Sunday morning, you're just jerking off, you're paying attention to your lineup. You're
Well, it goes back to I didn't get shit on Saturday night, so jerking off on Sunday.
What else can you do?
What else could you do? Shit. Yeah, I did have the personnel. I had Amon-Ra St. Brown out. What could you do? I lost fair and square. Congrats, Vincent. You got the victory, and you're undefeated right now, bud.
Vargy, with Najee Harris, with Kenny Pickett at quarterback for the Steelers, how do you feel about that situation?
That's just not a good situation right now, dude. That is not a good situation. That is right there. Not a good situation.
That's right. The reason why it's not a good situation, because Kenny Pickett had 2 rushing touchdowns for the Steelers, and that he's taking away goal line carries away from Najee Harris. And Najee Harris already is not doing good as it is, so you're taking away those goal line carries. You're starting to reach and claw for some fantasy.
I'm gonna have to bench him probably this week, because I know Edwards-Hilaire's been killing for me.
Yeah.
And I benched him. Unfortunately, that would have been a difference maker this week.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what happens. I still have a good team. I like my team like you do.
Yep.
So I'll be fine.
Yep. All right, next matchup, Drew versus D-Rock. Drew had 114. D-Rock had 156. This was the tenant versus the landlord. And, I said, D-Rock, you had a nice bounce-back week versus Drew. Solid performances by Jamal Williams, Travis Kelce, Nick Chubb. These are guys, they're consistently good. They just...
Dude, Travis Kelce, what more can you say about him? He's basically Cooper Kupp at tight end. He's a stud. He eats every weekend. He eats good.
Yeah.
Like the way I ate good this weekend at Drew's. I ate good. It's just amazing to see him, just get all the volume of, targets, receptions, yards, touchdowns. It's insane. He's the best tight end, in football. He's Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, basically. He's the Cooper Kupp of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
So, but Drew's team, he's 0-4. He needs some work. He lost Cordell Patterson last week. He lost Elijah Mitchell early. He's got Stafford. He's got Cousins. His team's playing like crap. He just needs to make moves. He's sitting there and he's just like, My team sucks. What's the last place punishment? My team sucks, you know.
Hey, Drew ain't working on his team just like he ain't working on his thesis. It's just gonna be sitting there. His team's gonna sit there just like his thesis. He ain't do nothing about it.
Drew, if you want to make some changes to your team, talk to me. I got some trades for you, brother. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Oh, so you'll see him tomorrow morning. You heard it here, guys. He's
tomorrow morning. It's shoulder day. Shoulder day.
And if you don't show up, what?
I'll see you on Thursday.
So we'll see you on Thursday then. There it is.
All right. Next matchup here is Taco versus Bill. Taco scored 125. Bill scored 121. Taco pulled out the victory. Let's hear it for Taco. Taco, congrats, brother. You got the victory. Damian Pierce just went off. He carries you to victory. 131 yards, one titty, grabbing you a total of 28.9 points.
Now, Taco, I know you're not watching this because you're one of the guys boycotting this. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but yeah, from what I've heard, you're boycotting this because you don't like the comments that are being said. But listen to me, I'm going to give you some love right here. Your team did solid this weekend. You got a big match this week, you know, just keep your guys there. Maybe you got to make a trade, maybe you don't, but if you could pull off the victory, you're back in the hunt this weekend. So, big matchup for you this week.
And Bill, I still like your team, man. I think you got the pieces to make a good fantasy team. Not a great fantasy, but a good, like, you'll still be like this number 6, like, seed team, just sneak into the playoffs. I think you'll still be a good team. Aaron Rodgers still building that chemistry with his wide receiver prospects.
I mean, I think he's just being nice, Bill, but yeah, sure, why not?
Next matchup here, Mega versus Juan. Mega, 125 points. Juan, 88.5 points. Juan, just, okay, stay calm. I ain't worried yet.
His loss was similar to my loss. You know, we're not worried. You don't need nothing to worry about Juan. You know, we had a bad week. I had a bad week. You had a bad week. It's all right. We'll be fine. Yeah. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Kyle Pitts, Dalvin Cook will turn it around.
I don't know about Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts ain't dick. I think Drake London owns that offense. But Mega, that was impressive, dude. You still, your cock is still rock hard and throbbing just like the lion's dick. I noticed that on fantasy football and just in general, and you know what I mean. Oh, I know. I'm impressed right now. Good job, Mega. Keep it up. You're solid. I don't know how you're doing, but you're doing it. And just keep it up. Whatever you're doing, just do it.
All right, next up is our Alpha of the Week. And unfortunately, Santi Mendoza is our Alpha of the Week, but he couldn't make it.
Actually, I'm going to be honest. Can I be honest with him?
I'll be honest.
I'm going to be honest. We had him lined up to FaceTime us, but it got too late. I mean, what is it? 10:07 right now? He was tired. I get it. He's got to
work in the morning.
He's got to work early, you know, but it's fine. I could respect that.
But he's our Alpha.
But he's our Alpha
of the Week. Santi scored 166 points. Highest scoring of the week. Tony T only scored 146.
Oh, Tony.
You know, Tony put a strong effort with Miles Sanders, Cooper Kupp, but Austin Eckler finally showed up and gave the game that we expected from a first-round draft pick.
You know what I see right there? High and tight. He's been holding the ball high and tight. No fumbles. He's getting into the end zone. I don't know how, but somehow he's a number 3 running back in fantasy football. That makes no sense.
You know what it is?
Just like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, number 4 running back in fantasy. It makes no sense, but it's just there.
It's the receiving. It's the receiving. Did you need receiving yards?
This is a PPR league.
It's a PPR. It's a full point PPR league.
Full point.
So you get a lot of points for receiving out of the backfield, and you know Austin Eckler, he gets those. So
I mean, theoretically, if you're redrafting right now, you take Eckler early in the top 5. If he's the number 3 running back, I'd imagine.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's not a stupid pick where you got him at. You're fine. You know?
You're
Let's
good,
see if we keep it up though.
So, congratulations, Tony. You know, strong effort. You know, you got a nice, strong strong effort there. Miles Sanders put up a good effort. Cooper Kupp put a good effort. But
Tony, you don't have the cock size. You lack cock sizes.
You just lack the cock size.
You lack cock
Santi.
size for Santi.
When you go up against Santi, you need
a lot. You need a lot. And you lacked it.
So, can't blame me there. Moving next is we're gonna move into our waiver wire roundup. So I'm gonna talk about what our waiver. Today's Tuesday, so we all claimed players.
They got their guys. You got your guys.
So today, Taco put a bid in for Mike Boone for $16. He was the highest bid of the week.
Mike Boone, he believes in Mike Boone, and that's why I said, Taco, you making those moves that might turn your season around, buddy. Yep. I'm rooting for you.
Gotta make those moves, Mike.
I don't dislike the People's Champ. I'm a fan of the People's Champ, but when he's not performing, I'm gonna say how I feel.
Yep.
Taco.
Next highest bid was D-Rock at $12, and I got Tyler Algier for $13, and again D-Rock was again the next highest bid for $10.
Now that was a nice pickup, Jay, but I know you did draft him.
I did.
And you dropped him, so you re-got him. So don't make yourself feel that special, because you basically paid for a guy. Because I did the same thing, so don't feel that special.
Okay,
but yeah, that was
okay.
But I'm gonna give it to you. That was a good bargain. $12.
13.
I mean,
13.
you got Jeff Wilson, Algier. I think that's gonna pay off for you. Honestly, if I had the guy to draw, I didn't have nobody to drop. I would have put in like $30 for the guy.
Wow.
Guys, you guys should have jumped. I can't believe Algier went so cheap. Honestly.
Wow.
You can really balance.
Wow.
Wow.
$30. Wow. So, D-Rock, you did get your guy, though. You did get George Pickens. And George Pickens, you got him for $8. Interesting enough, Kenny Pickett loves George Pickens. This could be a thing moving forward.
Pickens.
It rhymes.
It rhymes.
They like each other. They work together good. It could be you could get a value there with wide receiver at George Pickens.
And George Pickens. I like that pickup, Derek. I mean, solid.
Last but not least, Rachaad White. I got him for $7. He's gonna play the James White role in the Tom Brady offense, pretty much. Rachaad White, James White. They pretty much
for my guys like at the bottom. Drew, like what the fuck? Why are you letting Jay get all these great guys for such a bargain? Like what the fuck are you doing? And that's why I say it's.
Yeah.
You just leave
Nobody else bid on him.
No, I don't know why.
Nobody else bid on Rachaad White.
Guys at the bottom, you guys need to start bidding on these guys. You're letting Jay just.
They're keeping their money. They're keeping their money. Like,
they're saving it.
I got $97.
And I'm in last place.
yeah. What good is that gonna get you, dude? Last year I realized.
What good is it gonna do without finishing your thesis? What good? What?
So Rachaad White, he plays the James White. Oh, dude, look.
Come on, let's go.
We got another shot coming. Oh my god. So Rachaad White, he got a lot of snaps last week. Got almost 40% of the snaps.
Did he?
He got the passing down work. He on a Tom Brady offense. He's a James White guy. In a PPR league, that's valuable. It's a 60-40 split with him and Leonard
Fournette.
Leonard Fournette.
Lenny. I like to call him Lenny.
Thank you.
What happened to Lenny? Was he hurt?
No, it was just game script.
That's not a good situation.
That's not a good situation.
That's not a good situation right there, Mega. That's not. You need to sell Lenny right now. That's horrible.
So I feel like I got a good deal with $7. So moving up, look ahead. Week 5, look ahead. So Vincent, he's projected for 130. Drew's projected at 111. The undefeated versus the winless.
The winless.
Can Vincent keep it up?
I think Vincent.
Can he keep it rolling?
If you win right now, you're gonna put Drew away. Like this is like the week.
Nah.
I'm gonna say this is a must win for Drew. As early as is in the season, this is a must win for Drew. If Drew don't win, he's out. Like he's out of contention. Like out of contention where you don't even check your lineup anymore. You're done. You're done. That's how competitive this league is. So Drew, you really need this, and Vincent, I don't see why you wouldn't win. You have all the firepower right now.
But Vincent's running back situation is starting to look a little foggy. You know, with Brian Robinson's coming back. And with
Travis.
starting to get a lot more work. You know, it's starting to get a little foggy there. I don't know.
I'm surprised he didn't move on your guy Algier.
Yeah.
Any of those guys, but
Vincent's not making moves.
Vincent, there's a lot of guys you could trade for.
Yeah.
I mean, some say Najee Harris is on the trade block too, so you never know.
You can get him for cheap.
You get him for cheap.
could get
It's
him
a
for
bargain.
cheap.
You don't know. You never know. Drew, you gotta fucking win this game. If not, you're done.
Drew, your team's name is DA is cooking. DA ain't cooking shit.
I ain't cooking shit. The
Ain't-
fire went out.
The fire
went out. The fire went out,
ain't
bud.
nothing cooking, brother.
You say I'm a Theo with binoculars? Well, you suck at fantasy football. You suck.
Next matchup here is Bill versus John. Bill's projected at
This is a
127.
PG&E brother. Let me say this is the PG&E brothers. The PG&E bros.
Bill projected at 122. John projected at 127. It's the Peach&E Bros.
Going at it. They're just
It's an
gonna cook it, man.
electric matchup.
It's literally it's electric matchup.
You know, Bill has King Henry. He's got Tyreek Hill.
King Henry had a big wet. I like Bill this week. I'm sorry, John. I'm actually rooting for Bill because let's be honest, nobody roots for you.
I know.
In fantasy football,
Dude,
you're the most hated team in sports.
Everybody roots against me, and nobody wants to make a trade with me. It's so hard to be me.
To be fair, you built a reputation of that.
I know.
You built a reputation of that. To be fair,
Yeah, that's true. I deserve it, but
Bill, we're all rooting for you. Come on, let's get this shit done, bro. Our BBR matchup of the week.
matchup of the week.
Compa Juan versus Compa Taco. This is a tough. We decided this is our matchup.
Yeah, matchup of the week.
This is the Compa Bowl.
The Compa
This is a straight Compa Bowl. Compa Juan versus Compa Taco.
So this is going to be a get-right game for Juan Soto. I'm projecting, Juan, you should take this game no matter what. I think Dalvin Cook is going to get back on track. He's going to play against the number 6 most points against the running back, the defense that gives up the 6 most points against the running back. Kyle Pitts is going to play against the 3rd most defense against tight ends. And you're just going to get points, dude. I think this is a
Compa
get right.
Taco, you got this, bro. Start your guys. Start the guys that you think are gonna go off, and you got this. Taco, I'm rooting for you. You're rooting for Compa Juan.
I Compa Juan.
I'm rooting for Compa Taco. Let's do this.
What?
If Compa Taco wins, you're taking a double shot next week.
Fuck.
And if Compa Juan wins, I'll take a double shot.
All right.
Deal?
Deal.
That's an honor.
All right.
It's an honor that I'll bring a double
One.
shot next.
Primo, you
Taco.
better fucking win.
Taco, even though I know you're not watching this, I want you. I need you this week. I need you. Let's do this, baby. Let's do this.
All right, and another new segment we're gonna do is our call your shot. So we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the over under for players, fantasy players of the week, and if you got the over or the under, you're gonna call your shot. If you
Continue, Jonathan.
If you win, I take the shot. If you lose, you take the shot.
What's the all right? What's the
So the Clyde. So this week, it is a Clyde Edwards-Helaire at 14.3.
over the Las Vegas Raiders, correct?
The Las Vegas Raiders.
I got my nigga Clyde. My nigga Clyde. High and tight, Clyde. High and tight. We ain't fumbling this week.
You know, I got the under. And in a lot of weeks, he had 3 weeks straight, single-digit carries.
But he's a pass catcher. It's a pass catching league. You gotta remember, it's a pass catching league. It's a pass catching league.
You know, last week he had 19 carries for 92 yards.
Yeah. Carried that ball, the rock.
Carried it, but
High
you know,
and tight,
I think next week he's not gonna need to. He's just gonna the Chiefs are just gonna blow him out. They're gonna have Travis Kelce gonna run all over him, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is gonna be benched by the third quarter, bro. It's gonna be a blowout. It's not even gonna be a competition.
You're saying Isaiah Pacheco's gonna get all the carries at the second half?
Isaiah Pacheco. Yeah, maybe.
Bill, you heard that? Does Bill have Isaiah Pacheco?
Billy Mama started Pacheco.
What would you say? Yeah, and Bill, Isaiah Pacheco, I think you should start him this week. I think he's a guy to look at. I mean, one's gonna hit. Edwards-Helaire or Isaiah Pacheco, one will hit for sure against Raiders.
Yeah, and your final thoughts for leading into Week 5.
Mega, I'm a fan. I want to see how long you keep the cock hard and throbbing. And Soto, I'm a fan of you too, bro. You're firing all cylinders right now. Keep it up, brother. You're firing all cylinders. And grip it high and tight. High and tight, baby. Let's go. High and tight. Let's go. Let's go. Finish him. Finish him. Finish him.
Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.